Hi out there, YouTube. It's your boy Josh out.
It's your boy too.
This is another episode of Sports Talk 10 Josh. I want to thank everybody for taking the time to watch. But before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, also leave a comment out there too as well.
Yeah.
So today we're going to review House of the Dragon Season 2, Episode 3. And the title of it is The Burning Meal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's the title of the show. So any first reactions, anything you want to give off? What you
Um,
saw, caught your eye? Episode 3?
episode 3 kind of like now giving the final layout
Mhm.
on what is the battle, like what's the battle lines drawn now. So now we see what's going on with the divided houses between the Targaryens. So now we see what house is going with House Black, which that would be Blackstone, and that'd be Rhaenyra, and then who's going House Green with the High Towers and Aegon, since he's like the actual king at this point. He's still king. He's king at this point. Um, and it's like I'll probably say out of the whole episode, I say it's like four. I say 3 to 4 key points that happened throughout the episode. That's like major play into the rest of the season two timeline.
Mhm.
That's what I it. But we'll
Oh,
get into that,
okay.
after giving our reactions to the actual episode.
Yeah. Same with me. I like the great reaction. Cole is now the hand to the king now, and
Which I think
pretty
that's
much how things.
yeah.
We're not going to. That's one of those. You got
We'll
hired
say that
for who
yeah,
you know, not what you know. You get what
yeah,
I'm trying to say? One of those type of situations.
yeah.
That's
We'll get into that.
we just
Yeah,
gonna say that. We just gonna say that.
we'll get into that
and
one.
and
Yeah,
and I like the focus of the different key players.
yeah,
Like for example, Masari got upgraded to the Mistress of Whispers.
yes,
Like different key players like that, and it pretty much on how like I'm not going to go off what you just said. Pretty much both sides who took sides, and I'm my prediction is probably the next episode is going to be a big battle. That's my you can feel the build up for it. You can feel the build
yeah,
up.
exactly. Um,
All right. Anything else you want to talk about? We pretty much had similar
yeah.
reactions to it.
Well, I mean, we got what? Like I said, we had like 3 or 4 key points. Like I said, one of the key points was Sir Christian Cole becoming the hand, which he overthrown or he got upvoted to hand. That means he replacing an Otto Hightower, which that is Allison's father.
Mhm.
Um, like you said, it was more of who he know more than what he know, because everybody knows that Otto is the political guy.
Wasn't Yeah, he
Yeah,
was a better hand.
he was a
Like
better
for
hand.
example, he wouldn't have sent one of the Carl twins to assassinate. He wouldn't
Exactly.
have did that. Hey, yeah, that was a bold move to do something like
Yeah, he didn't react off of the fact of having a spite that his former love interest no longer wants him. So he's just trying to take any other way to try to like get back at her. Like you said,
that.
sending Ark to dragons, to pretty much to kill Rhaenyra,
Yeah,
knowing
send
that
him on
his
a
brother,
Suicide Squad mission. Pretty
yeah,
much
like
send him on a Suicide Squad mission.
yeah, knowing his brother is the top knight of Rhaenyra, so it was kind of like what rational thinking did you have there outside of you trying to do a power trip from episode 2, which that's what happened. He had a power trip, and we saw how that played out.
Mhm.
But now you give him more authority to take over some of the committee thinking or committees
Yeah.
like meetings, committee meetings.
Mhm.
It's crazy to me.
And also, I would say another key point: Damon taking Heron Hall, which
Yeah,
is a key strategic standpoint, because pretty
yeah,
much you can control the Riverlands, which that scene was a little weird, especially the scene. I think he was hallucinating. Remember? Oh, he
yeah.
was.
Yeah,
dr-
most of that.
Was he
I don't know.
sleepwalking? Because he did end up at the tree at the end.
Yeah, so I'm wondering because of the damage of the castle. we don't know if it was magic related or was it just because of the damage of the castle that made him hallucinate like that. It looked like it
Hmm.
was guilt.
'Cause
It
I'm
looked
just
like it was
thinking maybe
guilt.
I'm just thinking maybe he ate something that was little drugs in it that hallucinate. Because then I'm just thinking about after rewatching it, maybe
Yeah,
that could have
and
been
I
it.
also think by him eating the food, the guilt got to him, and it made him
Mhm.
like that. Because now he was
Yeah,
like you said, like just from the last episode, he was responsible for Aegon's kid being beheaded. Like he was the
mhm,
reason, even though nobody else didn't want that to happen. But he's the reason how the whole thing came into fruition for a son. You know what I'm saying?
mhm. Yeah,
So it looked like it just like his guilt. And then the fact that his flashback, his hallucination
yeah.
was Rhaenyra at that young like season one
Mm.
age. Like, like young, not even like what, maybe 16 at the time.
Maybe. Yeah, I can't remember her exact age.
Yeah.
She might have been like 12 or 13 or something like that.
Yeah, but just the
Maybe.
fact that he's still holding on to
Don't quote
that.
me on that. No quote
Yeah.
me.
But just the fact that he's still holding on to that version of Rhaenyra other than the grown version of her being the
Mhm.
queen of uh being the queen of Blackstone. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's different. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
But yeah, another thing I liked about this episode probably was the opening scene.
With the
Between
two
the
families. Yeah.
Blackwoods and the Brackens, which pretty much never really got along. They always had a feud. So
That joint
that was
continued on, yeah, because even that joint continued on Game of Thrones. They always been enemies.
yeah. They said even before the House of Green, House of Black, the Targaryen, they never liked each other. So
Never liked each
pretty
other.
much
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's just funny to me that the two of the biggest armies in
Mhm.
that land was a separate, I guess if you want to say jurisdiction between the families, even though they're
Mhm.
literally like a corner away from each other.
Yeah.
Like it was weird. Like it really was weird. Like
I don't even know what the feud is. Maybe I gotta go back and do research on the
yeah,
book. It might have some historical meaning why. Davis even had if you go back to season one when she was looking for a husband, they was fighting then. So
yeah, yeah, exactly.
yeah, so it goes deeper. The feud is deeper than just this situation. The
Yeah.
Civil War. Just
And
yeah.
another thing that Sir Christian Cole did too. I thought that was a dumb play. Why would you go broad daylight knowing that you're in the middle of a conflict slash war? That you would go in broad daylight to meet to try to recruit that family or that group back. I mean, or even seeing that they're still loyal to Aegon in broad daylight, knowing that the dragon's gonna be out.
Yeah.
That was another dumb move. For real,
Mhm.
if it wasn't for them going in them trees, he would have been dead. They would have been roasted if
Yeah,
they,
they would have been dead.
yeah, he,
That would have been another casualty for House of Green. And I said, well, it looks like
exactly,
House of Black won this this episode. We still keeping score right now.
exactly,
We still keeping. I think House of Black is still up by one this season.
yeah. And then I guess another key point, the fact that Aegon is trying to play the role of his father, but everybody knows he can't do it because he's doing it for egotist like pride, well ego. He's doing more for ego than actually trying to be the actual king of the realms. He's doing it for ego. Like him putting on the armor, knowing he never fought a day in his life. He, like
Yeah,
all that. Like ain't no reason for him to even have the armor on. Why would you even have the armor on? You have not battled. You're not a. I don't think you have. I don't even think I've ever seen him even do a sword fight ever. The one that
that
the
says like maybe see if you go back to season one, he did when he was a little kid, but I don't think they did anything when he became an adult.
yeah, that's what I'm
That's how
saying.
it's showing him getting drunk and partying, pretty much.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And even
yeah,
with that, even with him with that, it was crazy. Like him going to pretty much the brothel and find his brother and trying to embarrass him and the,
Put your man aiming on
yeah.
yo, yeah, hugging yo man.
No, but knowing that Aemon, but he knows that Aemon is the fighter. That's the problem. Aemon is the fighter
Yeah,
out of the two. You don't piss
yeah.
off the one that's the fighter. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
sibling rivalry, man. That's sibling rivalry, bro. That's all that is.
Yeah.
That's all
And
it
then
is. That's sibling rivalry.
I get it, but you don't do it like with everybody there, and
Mhm.
in front of everybody, Especially like I said, especially when he's the fighter out of the siblings. You know what I'm saying? He lost the
What
eye because
about another key point? Sneaking into King's Landing.
that was actually gonna be the end of yeah, that was gonna be my end.
That's a good point of the episode, in my opinion. They try
Yeah,
they trying to find keep the peace before the big battle because I think a lot of bloodshed is coming for the next coming episodes.
yeah, because I think what Rhaenyra was trying to do, from what I understand, was that she was trying to get some type of peace between the two before it gets worse. They already know it's gonna get
Mhm.
worse because they both got dragons. They both have people in control that can literally make this worse than what it is. Meaning Damon and Aegon. Them
Yeah.
two, they're the smart ones out of the bunch. But it's that old friendship that Allison don't want to hold on to no more. So she let it. It's still eating her up about that, by Rhaenyra leaving and doing all that. And then for Rhaenyra, it's it's the fact that Allison backstabbed her by
Mhm.
one marrying her father and two pretty much eavesdropping in a conversation she had with her father in his deathbed.
Oh, you talking
And
about when
then,
when he said the wrong Aegon? You
yes,
know.
yeah, when it's supposed to be Aegon the third, not
And I,
Aegon the second. Yeah,
yeah, that was
and
yeah.
the fact that she brought up the prophecy that her father, because Allison didn't know about the prophecy part until Rhaenyra brought it up, and then you saw the look on her face like, oh, that's what she meant by that. Too late now. Like, you know what I'm saying? She's like, too late now. Well, ain't nothing you can do about it. He's already king. So,
Mhm.
oh, this is all like literally. And now like I said, the
One big
dance,
misunderstanding. It was one big misunderstanding.
big
That's all
understanding,
it was.
and now we about to have the dance of dragons because of a misunderstanding between former friends. Well,
Yes.
a former friend, and the daughter of the actual king of King's Landing. Like he was the actual king. So when he's the 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 funny thing is, and I even look back on that episode. I
Mhm.
really thought he said Aegon the third, but he literally just said Aegon. I thought he put the
Yeah.
third in or something, but he didn't know. He just said Aegon. So yeah, Allison took that and ran with it. She said, "No, our Aegon is going to be the king," even though he meant Rhaenyra's son Aegon the third, which he was just born. So and you go,
Yeah.
each episode it jumps. So he would have been around Aegon's age, if not younger.
He might have been a little bit younger.
Yeah, he would have been because
Not by a
Aegon.
lot. Not by a lot. Not by a lot.
Yeah,
He
not by
had
a
to
lot.
be a little bit.
So it was going like yeah, it was pretty much like you said. It was a misunderstanding. Why? I don't
Yeah.
it's like it was like so because you. But also let's not ignore the fact that if you have not noticed in the last few episodes, Allison Power has been taken away from her as well. Nobody's listening to her at the meetings.
Yeah, bro. She was ignored at the meeting. She was like, "Go sit over there." Just
Yeah, like
like they was like low key like disrespecting her. Like,
her crystal ball don't mean nothing on that table. Like she didn't
yeah,
get
she
burnt
had
too quick.
very little input. We just want to say
Yeah,
that. That's a nice way of saying it. Very little input in the meeting.
even though she's the mother of the king that was named the king because of her. Because of her, he was named king. So not only did you strip the powers, pretty much you stripped the powers of your mother. You stripped the powers of your grandfather and gave it to a nigga you barely know. No, matter of fact, you give it to the dude that literally is banging your mom.
Technically, he's your stepdaddy, but we're not gonna say that. Your mom's boyfriend. I'm joking. You know what I'm saying? Like
He's just, no, no, he's not even the boyfriend right now. He's just the friends with benefits right now. He ain't even there yet.
he's mom's special friend.
Exactly.
Like we're gonna say that. Yeah, I did that with air quotes. Mom special friend. You know,
And I mean, he
it's
made
okay.
him. Yeah, he made him his hand. You're not built for war.
Mhm.
And then you got a whole, pretty much a whole section, a whole like area ready for you to be dethroned because of the fact that everything around you is running low. You had a whole they was cussing your moms out pretty much because they didn't have no water.
Yeah, that blockade ain't no joke, bro.
Like, come on, like what
Yeah,
else what else can you do at that point? And then like I said, the fact that they both was trying to once they found out especially Allison, once Allison knew that she messed up, there was no turning back. She even said it's too late. I can't do nothing about it.
yeah, it's
And
too
then she
late.
walked
He's
off.
already Pony King. It's done
Yeah.
deal.
So, and then, like I said, it's gonna look stupid when you standing there in the committee meeting, and they like, oh, so this was really a mistake. Like, so what are we gonna do? You can't do nothing about it now. He already been named.
Can't do that. Is alliance has already been drawn. The fight is
Yeah,
already about to start happening. There's really nothing you could do.
yeah. And then let's not forget about the fact that they only got two, three dragons. They out dragging right now.
Yeah, they out dragons. Yeah, I think it's three, 2 to 3. Don't quote me on that. I believe Team
Because
Black got more dragons, but they're younger though.
they're
A lot of them
younger,
are.
but also some of those are going to be for future dragons
Mhm.
in the Game of Thrones series. Because if I'm
Mhm.
not mistaken, one of those eggs that was a dragon was for Daenerys
Yeah,
Targaryen
that's true.
later down
Yeah,
the line. So yeah,
yeah. And another key point I pointed out, they kept mentioning dragon seeds.
yeah,
So referring to the Bastion children of the
mhm,
Targaryens. So my assumption, some of the Bastions are gonna get dragons and participate in the fight. That's my gut is telling me.
yeah, me too. Yeah, that too. And then let's not forget about the fact that like so here now let's bring this scenario up and I'll end it on this. So let's
What?
say if Allison and Sir Cole has a kid, would they label that kid a bastard because she did not marry him? Because they did the same thing to Rhaenyra. They did the same thing to Rhaenyra.
I think the kids will be considered bastards. It won't be part of the
So
main family.
are they gonna keep that same energy with Allison, even though she was your highness, pretty much? Are they gonna get that
Can
same
Allison
energy
still
with
get
her?
pregnant? I don't know how they did it back in those days. I don't think it was no plan B or birth control. I'm joking.
Nah, yeah,
I'm
yeah,
joking.
even when
I don't think rubbers. This is pre condoms. There was no Trojan condoms like that. I'm joking.
I don't even truthfully, I don't even think they pulled out like that, to be honest with you, but,
This medieval times. There's no such thing as pulling out. Like,
exactly, exactly. So, but I'm saying, like, would they give her that same energy because the same thing that they was criticizing Rhaenyra for, what happened if the same thing
well,
happened between
technically, I think they child will be a high tower and then probably be a bastard child. Won't be partner.
it would have to be a high tower. They can't give it, a
Christian Cole's a
Targaryen
nobody.
level. Yeah,
Yeah, Christian Cole. If Christian Cole done it, yeah, it will be a high tower, Bassett, a Bassett high tower.
yeah, it would have to be. So,
Wouldn't it be more shame because it's a woman? Because back in
yes,
those days, it was more.
yeah,
I think it would have brought more shame to the high tower family.
yeah. Because even with Stone being the kid's father, because Rhaenyra's husband was actually didn't want kids, truthfully.
Hmm.
So it was like she had to get somebody that she wanted to father her kids, and they pretty much and that's why Damon went back there, because when he went back there to make amends, because
Mhm.
because the actual king of that castle actually found out that the younger brother pretty much burnt up him and the father. Like, he knew it, so he was trying to make amends and
Yeah.
shit. So
Yeah. Mhm. All right.
it's a lot. It's gonna be
So,
a lot going into it.
any predictions for episode 4 you can think of? Any predictions?
Well, we know the battle lines are drawn, so either, and we know that Allison and Rhaenyra try to make peace. It ain't no peace gonna happen. So I think not only next episode, I think for the rest of the season, it's just gonna be plot and destroy.
Yeah, a lot of bloodshed. I think it's gonna be a big battle. I think we finally see dragons fight in a battlefield. That's what I think the next episode.
Yeah, but the only thing is, like I said, they out dragon. So now, unless they could get more dragon riders, or find more ancient dragons, it ain't gonna be no point. They gonna get burnt up. But like I said, this is the dance of the dragon. So if you know that storyline, it ain't no secret. That it's like Rogue One. Like, it is no
Yeah,
secret. Nobody makes it out.
I,
For real.
no, we don't know who gonna make it. It's like it's not who not gonna make it. It's when they gonna die. That's pretty much
Exactly.
how it is in the dragon.
And
Yeah,
if you know Game of Thrones, most of the key characters usually the first ones to go.
yeah,
Usually,
they know that. Nobody's safe in the Game of Thrones, House of Dragon type universe.
nobody,
Nobody.
nobody.
So overall, what we give the rating of episode 3?
Um,
0
I
to
give
10.
it, I give it an 8.
8. Yeah, I'm with you. I'm gonna do a Price is Right. I'm gonna do 8.1. I'm gonna outbid you just by a little bit.
Yeah, but I like it. I mean, I did like it because, like I said, now the battle lines are drawn. We actually finally see the two, I guess, frenemies meet up again after a long period of time to try to make some type of try to have some type of conversation before the actual battle happens. So yeah.
All right. I think we're gonna end it here. I want to thank everybody for watching. Uh, if you feel like we left something out, feel free to leave a comment. Or if you think a prediction is
Mhm.
key, we love to hear it. Whether you like, agree, or disagree, just leave a comment. Make sure you hit the like button. We love for you to share it too as well. Help our channel grow. Peace and grease.